What is going on, guys? Just Love Talk here. Hope you guys are doing well. Today's video, I just want to give women some insight to a man's mind. Just let you understand some of the things you should know about men when you're dating. And I feel like knowing those things would put you in the driving seat. It will give you the power to choose correctly. So that way you avoid wasting your time, you avoid getting into situations that are not going nowhere, and ultimately you avoid disappointment when you're dating. Before I get into it, if you've not yet subscribed, please make sure you do and hit the bell so you know when I post my videos. The first thing you should understand about man is that because he keeps coming back does not mean he's interested in you, does not mean he sees a future with you. You have to understand that a lot of things women do centers around ego, centers around our pride. Sometimes he's only coming back just to see if he has that access to you. He just wants to know that even though he's disappeared for a while, if he wants to come back, would you still accept him back? And that happens to be the case sometimes. Women just accept a guy back. And this happens with exes. In some cases, people that you're dating. So you've been talking to a guy for a few weeks. He disappears. He gives some type of excuse. He's going to see his parents. He's going off the radar for a bit. And then 2 months afterward, he comes back. And then you're happy to go on a date. You're happy to rekindle that dating situation. Or with exes, you've broken up. They go away, do their thing. They come back and you keep accepting them. And you keep accepting them back. When you do that, you're giving him the power over you. You're letting him know that he has that VIP access to you. And when that happens, he knows he can get you whenever he wants. Okay? So that does not mean he wants to be with you. That does not mean he sees a future with you. It just means that you keep letting him back in. When you get to a point where you can say no, when you get to a point where you can uphold your boundaries and say, hey, listen, there's no room here for you. You're gone. This is it. You'll be surprised as to how powerful and in control you feel. And that will just open new doors for better situations in your life. Because like I always say, the longer you stay with somebody that's not right for you, the harder it becomes to find the right person for you. So understand that a man keeps coming back does not mean he wants to settle down with you. He just wants to see if he still has access to you, or he's coming back because he knows he still has that access to you. The second thing you should know about men is that you cannot change a man. Some women I feel like some women have the superhero complex. You feel like because of your sensuality, because of your level of empathy, you feel like you can change a man to be what you want him to be. And that might work in some cases, but in most cases, it does not work. As a matter of fact, I would not advise it. If a man shows you who he is, if you see the red flags, let him go. The problem is some of you don't accept him for who he shows you to be. You like him for who you want him to be. And when you do that, you put yourself in a very risky, dangerous position. You leave yourself open to manipulation. I've spoken with women who are still going through emotional and mental pain because they've lost themselves, they've lost their self-worth, their self-confidence, trying to change a man. When a relationship breaks up and you see the red flags and everyone is getting angry, in most cases, the red flag was always there, but it was ignored at the beginning. More times it's because you want the guy to be a certain person and you think that you can change him. So if you see a man that's not giving you what you need, if he's not meeting your non-negotiables, the things that you need in a relationship, just leave it be. It doesn't matter how attracted you are to him. It doesn't matter how much you like him. If he is not meeting your needs, let him go. The third thing you should know about a man is that a man does not need a long time to decide what he wants to do with you. Listen, most men don't take that long to decide. My stance is 3 months is enough for any man to know what he wants to do with you. After 3 months, he knows if he wants a relationship with you or he knows if he just wants to have a good time. So if you are falling for the let's go with the flow, let's see how it goes, let's just be exclusive. If you're falling for all of that and you think you've got something concrete, you might be playing yourself. It doesn't take men that long to decide. And if you don't believe me, ask your friends, family, or anyone you know that's in a relationship. It does not take that long. But some women think that it's okay, let's just go with the flow. They don't ask questions. They don't really say what they want. They don't state their expectations. They just go with the flow in the hope that things will change. And you'll find that you've been in that situation for like months, 10 months, and the same guy would leave you, meet another woman, and within 2 weeks, he's in a relationship. When a man wants to be with you, that is what he's going to do. He will make it happen. It's not that complicated. Most of the time, I guess there are some situations where, it can be a bit complicated, but most times it's not that complicated for men. When we see a woman we want to be with, if she shows the right value, and we find her attractive, a man will make it happen when he is ready. Of course, if a man is not ready to commit, then it's not going to happen. Which leads me to the next point. Commitment is costly to a man. Some women think like, because a man has been affectionate, because he is saying the right things, because he is showing interest in you, that means that he wants to commit with you. To us, those are two different things. A man can give you all the affection in the world. He can give you his resources if he has plenty of it. But that does not mean he wants to settle down with you. He can take you to the finest restaurant. He can give you the best lifestyle if he can afford it. But that does not mean you are going to be his woman. That does not mean you're going to end up being his wife. It's two different things for us. Okay? So it's risky when you see a guy treating you a certain way and you confuse that for, oh yeah, this is the guy for me. Once again, you might be playing yourself. Men don't think like that. Commitment is a different ball game for us. And what I always say is, until a man commits to you in words and actions, nothing is guaranteed. Regardless how much he shows you, regardless where it takes you to, it does not mean you're his woman. Okay? If it doesn't commit to you, then you don't have anything. You don't have a relationship. So give based on commitment, not based on how he makes you feel. The only way to know for a fact that a guy wants to settle down with you, he sees a future with you, is that he will commit. And that's it. Commitment is what men give to show that we want you. The last thing is that men want women that can add value to them. I've been saying this in my last 2 or 3 videos. Don't underestimate how much men need a woman that can add value to them. If you can add value to a guy's life, he is going to see you as an asset. Okay? And he will take you with him. So when you're getting to know a guy, look out for where you can add value. And you have to understand that you cannot add value to every guy. It doesn't mean you're not valuable. It doesn't mean you don't have value. But you cannot add value to every guy because different men want and need different things. Your value might not be what he needs at that point in his life. So you also have to understand that. Don't think like, because I'm amazing, I'm a 10 out of 10, I've got all this value to give, then that makes me automatically fit for this guy. It doesn't work like that. You have to be tailor-made, so to speak. You have to see that he wants the value you have. He needs the value you add. Don't date or be with a guy that you cannot add value to his life. You are going to end up becoming a liability. You are going to find yourself always fighting for a place in his life. And that is not a place you want to be. Those are 5 things I think you should know about men when you're dating. Like I said at the start of this video, these things will just give you the power to decide what's best for you. It will also let you know if somebody is right for you, and that way you're not wasting your time and you don't end up being disappointed when you're dating. Guys, Let me know what you think in the comment. As always, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit the bell so you know when I post my videos. Thanks for listening. I'll catch you in the next one.